Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Bionic Lantern here, and welcome to the Bionic Rant Podcast, episode 9. Uh, got obviously got a lot of stuff to talk about, on my list. A few things. One big thing is a movie that we saw. We'll get to that. I am your host, Tyler, and here's my other co-host, Alex.
What's up, people?
Okay. So, let's get to my list, I guess. So, I had it was like 89 cents. My store, it was half off. It got like 50% stickered and it was on the reduced rack. And I was like, oh, nice. I wanted to try this one for the longest time. Because it always came in cases. And at my other store over here, they sell it in the bottles. They don't sell it in just the cases. At my store, they sell only like 3 or 2 kinds. So I was like, awesome. So I tried a cream soda for the first time. It was like, not, I guess, the best one, because it was like 89 cents. So I got it for like 40 cents because it was 50% off. But it was alright. It was like, it took like, first sip, it was like, oh, this is not good. Took another big sip, it was like, alright, this is actually not too bad. And it was pretty good. Have you ever tried a cream soda?
Yeah. My dad, gave me one when I was like, I don't know, 10.
Yeah, it was alright. I don't know if I would drink it again, but it was okay. But I guess I would drink it again if it's alright. So I saw this really, really stupid news story, and this is why we suck as a species, because we believe this, or at least some people believe this. So some people, and I'm not joking you, this was a news fucking thing, and this goes into with the FIFA that's happening this year, the soccer thing in Brazil. So people think if something's cute, it can tell the future.
What?
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
I don't know. They were doing it with giant rats.
Really?
Yeah, and they were like, I'm guessing they were like kicking balls into like, let's say Brazil's net and, France's net, you know? Like, it's like, oh, who would win?
Are you shitting me?
No, I'm not shitting you. They think because they're cute, they could tell the future.
Rats aren't that freaking cute.
Well, to some people they are, and to most any creature they're cute, even if it's the ugliest thing ever. It's fucking stupid. Like, so your dog can tell the future. My dog can tell the future. A baby can tell the future, but we lose that power when we get out of babyhood because we're no longer cute. Unless you're, and then that goes to show, what if a really hot girl, they're cute? You know, could they tell the future? I guess maybe that's why there's so many gypsies and fortune tellers. But usually they're not cute.
And usually they get shit wrong.
Yeah, so maybe they kind of have it, maybe they don't. But I guess when we're babies, we have it for sure. So I'm just fucking. I'm not. I don't believe that. I'm just making fun of it because it's so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was a news story, and I can't believe what I was listening to. It's like, God, anybody would say anything just because it's the FIFA tournament or Brazil thing. I'll get to that last. I'll get to that last too. I'll get to that. Yeah, I'll tell you that after the podcast. Get to that after the podcast. I got like 3 things that goes into one specific thing. So Nathan Fillion, he's gonna have a cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy because he owes a favor to the director.
Really?
Yeah, and everybody said he was gonna play. Fuck, I think it was like, I don't know what character everybody thought he was gonna play. I was like, oh, is Serenity gonna be in there or something like that? It's like, no, he's just good friends with the director, and he just owes him a favor, I guess. It's like, that's fine. I wonder what character they might throw in, just like as the Easter egg or something like that. I don't know. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, Rooster Teeth is making a movie, right?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, it's called Laser Team with Lazer, not S, because they're idiots, and that's how idiots spell laser, I guess. That's their thing, and it's funny. So I learned more stuff about it, so it's kind of confusing a little bit, where they have like a whole video on their Rooster Teeth channel that explains everything. It's like a half an hour, but basically it's like, you know, the WoW signal from like the 70s when like they got the signal and they decoded it and it spelled WOW.
Yeah.
Because like I guess Alien says, wow, there's a fucking planet here. I don't know. So that goes into it because like Bernie and Matt, that's what they grew up with, and it was really interesting. They're all sci-fi, it's their roots and shit. So something about there's like aliens out there, and then they contact Earth saying, "Hey, you're a race that's like kind of dumb, so we'll smarten you up, and we're gonna give you this power suit that maybe they have to like wear this power suit so they can fucking go to like a tournament or some shit. I really don't know. They explain it way better in the video, something like that. So basically, the aliens bring the suit to Earth. Four dumbasses shoot it down, and they take a piece of the suit. And there's bless you.
Sorry.
And there's a champion that Earth grew, like they trained since birth and all that shit to pilot the suit. And then four idiots shot the UFO down that's carrying the suit, take every like pieces of the suit, put it on, and now instead of one champion, they have four idiots. Gavin has to be one of them because he's the king of the idiots in the whole entire company.
Definitely.
If he's not in he's not in the four teams, there's going to be riots. So that's basically the movie. I wonder who's going to be the four teams. Like they're going to have new faces because they kind of have to because they can't just have Rooster Teeth people. And then Bernie said this, where there's a College Humor movie. I didn't know that, and nobody in College Humor was in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like that's pretty fucking terrible. And then Matt says, "Yeah, like if Rooster Teeth made a movie and it had no Rooster Teeth people, that would kind of suck. So we have to have Rooster Teeth people." It's like, yeah, if you did, I would not watch it.
Like, of course, like it's the thing.
Yeah, it's your fucking name's on it, and
Yeah.
you're producing it and making it. You have to have your own people.
Otherwise, it's just I don't know. It's like soda without the pop.
No, it's like soda without whatever makes the pop. I don't know.
I know, but you get my point. You get my point.
Or without the flavor.
Yeah.
Without, let's say, grape soda without grape. It's just like whatever other ingredients is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't wait for it. Laser Team. I'm gonna probably get it on Blu-ray if they make it on Blu-ray, which I hope they do. Every other media that they've made so far is Blu-ray, like Ruby, Red vs. Blue Season 11, their box set, that's all the 10 seasons. So yeah, they have to, I think. So I'm going to this convention. All I have to do right now is get my panel, and I'm going to a panel. All I have to do is get my passport, and I'm going. It's in November. I guess we'll say it's called Game Days. It's like, because I think the way they call it that is they have this video on their channel where it's called, there's this thing at Disneyland called Gay Day, where it's like, gay pride, gay people come to Disneyland, hang out, they wear like a t-shirt that says Gay Day, and there's just Game Days, so I don't really know the original joke, but that has to tie into it somehow, and that's that. It's 2 days, which really sucks, but whatever, it's a small convention. They're gonna have a panel at a hotel, that it was $30, so that was crazy expensive, but we'll hopefully get like free stuff, and I think we're gonna get food, because they did that last year and they have food. And I also bought my Disneyland tickets, which were like, fucking $95, I think.
95 cents, right?
Yeah, so it's fucking crazy, and we barely saved money. We could have like got like an extra $3 or $6. We could have got the whole park, but whatever. We kind of knew that afterwards, like, whatever, give a shit, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna go to that. Can't wait. First time being in a plane. First time. Well, I've been into the U.S., but I haven't been into like a major. I don't know. I'm not really even going to like a major city or anything. I'm just going to Disneyland. Like, it's like literally like the hotel is like almost like 20 minutes from transit or 40 minutes and like an hour walk or something like that. And I'm not going to like the bridge from San Diego. No, San Francisco. The Golden Gate Bridge is in San Francisco.
Golden Gate Bridge is in San Francisco.
Like, I'm not going to a major, like, I'm not going to Manhattan or, like, to City Hall, town square. I'm just going to a
convention.
More like a fan convention. No, like, I'm not going to somewhere like,
you're not going to see any landmarks.
Yes, exactly. So, I went to the States before, but, again, I just, like, went, like, the back routes of the U.S. and whatever. I went to, like, Pennsylvania. I saw Buffalo one time when we were in the car, which was cool. They were just on the side of the road. So, like, that's weird. But hey, they're called Buffalo, so I guess they let Buffaloes do whatever they want. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I don't know. I've been pretty much everywhere in the U.S.
So we're really close to LA. We're like 2 hours from bus ride to LA,
Yeah.
and it's like we're not gonna do that. And I kind of do want to go to the beach, but we're probably not gonna. That's not gonna happen either. But man, maybe some other time. And all we just have to do is get our plane ticket, and the hotel that we have to stay at. That's the last two things we have to do. And my passport, which I need to do soon.
Right. If you do get a chance, I'd recommend going down to the Santa Monica Pier.
Where's that in LA?
That is in LA.
We're not going to fucking LA.
If you manage it, like
I can guarantee you for 95%, I'm correct. We are not going to LA. Fucking 2 hours by bus. It's gonna take 4 hours in total. I don't think we're gonna, and I really would not want to. Like, I don't care. I would rather go to LA originally and like go to like the Laugh Factory, go to the Venice Beach, like the whole shebang. I don't think we're gonna do that.
Right.
But it would be nice. I don't think so. So I'm listening to this podcast and I hate this prick. I hate it. Every time I listen to the podcast, every time he's on, I want to kill him. I want to maim him. I want to cut off his dick. I want to fucking do terrible, terrible things to this particular person. And it's a Rooster Teeth spin-off podcast, I'm gonna say, because they have Rooster Teeth people in it. And if you know Rooster Teeth, you probably know who I'm talking about, and maybe you know the podcast I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say this this particular person, but he said, and you played Mass Effect 3.
Yes.
So you know the ending.
Yes.
Have you played the actual ending? The one that we all know. The one that's better, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. So, he thinks, like, I hate, like, it's like, it's your opinion and everything, but okay, but you have to admit, that ending sucked, like, good game and all, but it's like, no, you have, like, it was an absolute terrible ending, like, and like, if you call yourself a fan of Mass Effect, and if you like that ending, you're a fucking idiot, really. So, in the podcast, he says he likes the ending, and yeah, he just likes the ending, and he thinks everybody that likes the other ending can go fuck themselves. And I got really offended to that, because I absolutely love the actual ending, the one that actually is good, and the one that they should have done originally, EA. And it's not BioWare's fault, it's EA, because they pushed the game, and they're fucking idiots. EA is the absolute, it's voted #1 worst company in America, I know that.
Yeah, I know, because they done fuck up.
Everything that they
Pretty much everything they touch, they done fuck up.
Yeah, like Battlefield is always buggy. Like, you know in Battlefield 4, the elevator glitch? That's still happening.
That's still fucking happening?
Yeah. It's,
what the fuck?
And it was in the beta and everything. It's like, it's...
Oh my god.
Like,
oh my god.
Seriously, I don't know why DICE is still with those guys. Like, just
cut the umbilical cord and let and roam free, my friends.
They're still, like, teenagers and they have the cord, and that's pretty disgusting if you think about it. So yeah, so just to talk about the ending, I absolutely hated the fucking original ending. It was garbage. It was literally the same ending, just with different colors.
Like, it was just like somebody wiped their ass with the script at the end of it. Like throughout the entire game, it was great. It was good.
Like I said, it's EA's fault, so they pushed the game. It's not like that was the actual ending this whole time. They had the idea for the actual ending with the DLC, but EA just said, no, get the fuck out of here. Get out. Get the game out. So it's EA's fault. It's not BioWare's.
I know, like, I'm just saying.
So they didn't really wipe their ass because that was probably already in the original script.
I'm saying EA wiped their ass.
Not really.
I'm just saying.
If anything, they would have thrown the original script out of the window, wrote, like, 2 lines, and then they handed it to DICE and says, here, make this. That's what they did. That's what they did. Because they didn't wipe their ass. Because they brought us the actual DLC. So what, did they re-unthrow the script? Like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, that ending was so much better, where, like, the green ending was cool, the red ending was very destructive and kind of shitty, the blue ending I think is the best. But the green ending is fucking cool because, like, the Geth... Wait, did the Geth die?
No.
Okay.
So the green ending, no.
Yeah. So, the Geth, well, you can't kill the Geth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't, then if they live, they just basically become, living. Edie becomes alive, and then they can have a robot baby with Joker. And then the husks, they're alive, so maybe it's like, oh, maybe the husks have, like, their own, like, society or, like, culture or some shit because they were once human, but then they just turned into this thing, but now they're still alive and robotic. Like, that's just really cool to think about, and that goes in, like, what are they gonna do with the fucking sequels? Like, cause they have to do, it's a sequel to Mass Effect, so what, are they gonna do the red ending? Are they gonna do the blue ending? They can't do the green ending, even though that would be cool. But they have to do one or the other. I think, yeah. If anything, if they wanted to, like, do, if like, Shepard might be in, like, another future game, like, 10 years from now, they might do the red ending, because in the red ending, they have, the N7, and he just, like, breathes one big gap of air, yeah, so, there's that. Yeah, just that one guy that likes Fluttershy, for anybody that listens to Rooster Teeth and who I'm talking about, he's a fucking moron, and if he's listening to this, I fucking hate you. Like, God. You don't even know who I'm talking about, right?
I think I know who you're talking about.
Don't say his name, though.
I'm not going to say his name.
Yeah, he has glasses, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then you know who I'm talking about. And have you even listened to this particular podcast that I'm talking about?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I need to...
That's good. The first episode you can't portable-eyes. You have to watch it on your PC, because, like, it's their first podcast, so it's like, okay. But after that, you can download it and just listen to it as an MP3 player file. My favorite, I think it's either the second or third episode where Michael, Rage Quit Jones, he basically explains why Digimon's better than Pokemon and why they're not the same, and it's fucking amazing. So that's, like, the only one you should really listen to, because he just puts this fucker in his place. He's a fucking idiot, too. Like, he's really fucking stupid.
For the longest time, I had this asshole friend who thought Pokemon and Digimon were the fucking same thing. I literally just, like, yelled at him every time he brought it up.
Yeah, like, they kind of are, but there are very, very big differences. Like, they're basically the same thing, if you really think about it. But, like, Pokemon, you can have a million Pokemon, Digimon, not everyone. So that's one difference. There's multiple stages of Digimon. Pokemon, there's a permanent stage, so if you Bulbasaur, that's it, Digimon, you can go from Ultimate and go back to Rookie,
Yep.
So, oh yeah, I forgot about this one. So there's gonna possibly be a Rambo 5, and he's gonna fight the cartel, Rambo.
Aha.
And I think Stallone is gonna write the script, and everybody said that's good, because I guess when he writes something, it's good. I forget what movie he wrote himself, but sure. It's like, another fucking Rambo movie, okay, but I don't know, the last one was very gory, and it was okay, it wasn't too bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it was alright. You know the guy from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly? The Ugly? You know that character?
Yeah, I think I know.
He's dead.
Really?
Yeah, he died today.
Died?
Yeah, he died today.
Fuck.
He was like 80 something. And he was old as fuck, but yeah, so, now it's just, I don't know if Angel Eyes is dead, the bad, and Clint Eastwood, he's still kicking, hopefully he's got some miles in him. Star Wars Episode 7 might get delayed because Harrison Ford, like, injured himself on, like, a space door. It fell on his ankle. And it's, like, 8 weeks to recover. It's just a fracture, but then, no, his leg got broken, and it might take 6 months.
6 months? Shit.
Yeah. So, and they haven't said anything, like, right now, it's still in stone. It's still gonna be out next year?
I think so. I think so.
I think it's next year. I'm not too sure. It's either next year or the 2016, but I forget which one. So that sucks. So yeah, if it's like, I don't know. I kind of hope they do now and they said Tom Cruise might be in Star Wars because he did like a sit down at like France or England or something with J.J. Abrams, and like they're good friends because J.J. Abrams produced Mission Impossible 5 or 4.
There's only been 4.
Okay, 4, because he said Mission Impossible 5. Maybe they're making another Mission Impossible, I don't know. it said Mission Impossible 5, I'm pretty sure, and it's like, I don't know. So anyway, I guess he produced 4 or whatever, and, so yeah, he might be in it, and I swear to God, if Tom Cruise, like, if he's in this movie, and if he is, like, Han Solo, and he, like, fills, Harrison Ford's role because of his fucking ankle or leg or whatever, I'm gonna be pissed off, like.
I will literally shit a brick if that happens. Like
I don't know, maybe
shit it and throw it
like,
in director's
even if it's just like the back of his head, it's like, no. Like, they are walking on obsidian.
Oh yeah.
That's like, they can't fuck up. Like, you have any idea how much fire? No, better yet, you know the fire in, Avatar: The Last Airbender where Aang and Zuko have to learn firebending again, like the proper way, and they have the fire where like the dragons blew fire, and it's just like this big thing, and like they take the fire. You know what that? Yeah. So this is like, instead of just one big fire thing, they have the little fire, and then they have to like cup it and hold it, and like that's what. Like, do you have any idea how rare this is? Like, this is the last fire that the dragons have like did. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they honestly cannot fuck up, and if they do, it's gonna be fucking terrible. There'd be riots, of course. I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, I just hope Tom Cruise is not in the movie. It's fine if he's in the movie, just don't be playing in any capacity a famous character from the Star Wars movie. I don't care if he plays a fucking Jedi, or a smuggler, villain. Yeah, or a villain. Like, I don't care, fine, he's a fine actor, or he's an okay, just his personal life, don't touch that. What? I'm just saying don't touch that on, like, his personal fucking, right. You know, cause he's a fucking, you know what I mean. He's right. He's a scientist. And so yeah, that's it for my list. I have the last 3 big, actually no, I have a question, but I guess, I'll do that now because then after that, it's like these 3 big things. So, you know that one, I'll try to put up a picture if I can, but if not, it's basically this, you know that disease? Or it's like some rare disorder or something where you have like a Wolfman disorder where your whole face is like hair?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So imagine that, not like a big capacity, but just imagine small hairs in your mouth.
That would be so fucked up.
Like I thought of this for the longest time. Like I've had this in my head for like so many years. Like, imagine if you had hair in your mouth, like, and it barely touched your uvula. It's like a few inches before your uvula. So what, you know, you don't have hair on that, and you'll always throw up or something. Just like where your gums are, like hair. Like, and then my brother said, like, yeah, you would probably like choke. But it's like, no, just like little ones, like really little ones, like maybe leg hair size, or maybe like a bit shorter, like half size leg hair size hairs, you know? I don't know, I think that'd be just fucking weird. Just like, I have, like, just having like a beard, just like feeling your beard, just like feeling that inside your mouth all the time.
That would be
like, you would think there's a disease for that now? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there is. There's some fucked up shit. Like, I've seen like a video of like a guy that has like wood in his head, and it looks like wood, and it's really gross. And then there's like a guy that has like an elephant disorder or something, where he has like some kind of like long skin or like a trunk, I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere in India or or Africa there's like some disease where some guy just has maybe just like hairs in his mouth, maybe like not like big ones, but just like little, you know, like small hairs. So I don't know, I always wanted to say that. So the big thing now is, oh god, this next point. Oh man. So, we saw How to Train Your Dragon 2, and this is gonna be the next big, just, majority of the rest of the podcast. So we saw that, of course, we didn't have that much of a good experience. It wasn't too bad. It could have been worse. We'll get to that. So, I guess review of the movie. So much. See, this is the thing. Like, oh my god. So, the first one had a lot of character development, obviously because this is the first movie. Um, and this movie, it didn't have that much character development because, if you've seen the first movie and the TV show, the Riders of Berk TV show, goddamn, the Riders of Berk TV show, fucking so much character development, so much story, and, it's fucking amazing. That show is really good, actually. And just like not much characters because you should know these characters by now, but it's just like it doesn't really feel the same. Like like Astrid fucking she always hits Hiccup, because like they kind of like each other. It's like off and on kind of thing. It's like she kisses him, she punches him. In this movie, they don't do that, but they're going out, so they don't really need to do that. But it would be nice if she did because like she used to do that, but she used to do that because she was hiding it, and this she's not hiding it, so it makes sense that they're not doing it. Um, and then the other side characters, they don't really have much screen time, which suck. And the first movie, they had, I think, a lot of screen time, but, if you watch the TV show, that's like, you get your fill there, you know which characters is which. And in the TV show, I think I said this like 2 podcasts ago or something, what's her name? Rough Nut, which is the sister of the other guy, like, Rough Nut, no, I don't fucking know, Rough, or Tough Nut, I think the other guy is, yeah. So Rough Nut is the girl. She looks, I'll try to put up a picture if I can, but she looks so ugly, like, her face is so long. You know those aliens that have those cone heads?
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called, I'll try to put up a picture of those. It's like that, but reversed. It's so gross. Like,
yeah.
She could probably kill somebody with her chin.
Probably could.
Like
it's they definitely did not do that well there.
I guess, but just like they're growing up and shit. It's like, in the show and in the movie, she looked way better. She looked actually pretty attractive. Like she was just like a nice. It was kind of like the same, but just like shortened. But I didn't mind it. Astrid looked fucking good. And in this movie, just. Oh my fucking god, Astrid looks amazing. Oh my fucking god, let me see. I'm actually gonna go on my phone right now and count how many I have. Just give me a second. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 3 pictures of Astrid. 3 different pictures. I have one like a poster, one that I don't think is in the movie, and one that's in the movie. So that's how much I like her. She is absolutely fucking beautiful in this movie. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
So that's weird, like, in the show and in the movie, the first one, Astrid and Rough Nut look good. And in this one, Astrid looks 1,000 times better, and then Rough Nut looks really gross.
Yeah.
Like, really. Sorry, the desk. Fucking alright, I'm so itchy. Oh.
You alright?
Oh, wait, I have something in my fucking left eye. It hurts. You know how you get your fucking left eye? Oh, sorry, just enough topic.
Yeah. So, it's funny. My sister today got something in her left eye before I left. It's like weird.
Yeah, I can feel it, but I don't know, maybe it's just dust.
Probably.
So yeah, go back to the movie. I don't know, like, it's tough to pick between this movie, like, which is better, the first one or the second one, like, this one, it had a better villain, the first one, and again, this one doesn't make sense, because the first one, the dragons are getting food to feed a big dragon. It's like, how do the small dragons eat if they're bringing all the food that they collect to the big dragon? Like, do they have a secret stash of food for themselves? That doesn't make sense. Do they eat, like, a little bit? Like, they don't really explain it too much. You have to interpret it yourself. And in this one, spoiler if you don't want to know what happens, where I'll just say this, where there's a particular character that tames a super big dragon, and I'm just like, how the fuck did you train that dragon? Like, you're a pea, and this dragon is like a fucking watermelon. Compare that. That's how big this thing is. It's like, how the fuck did you train this thing? Like, this guy's very violent, and he beats the dragons, kind of, and you would assume that, because he's an asshole. So, like, but still, like, it doesn't make sense, really. Like, how the fuck did you train this damn thing?
I don't. That kind of is a mind fuck. Right
Yeah.
there.
So
Like, you don't
again,
know.
in the first movie and this one, they don't really, the villains is just like, ugh. But okay, I'll take it. So yeah, this movie is just, I don't know which one's better. Like, the villain is the second one, that has the point, but like the characters, I would say are better than in the first one. This one, they're just a bit different because they're older and like they know their place now. Like Astrid is with Pickup and all that shit, so they're not really like they kind of switch roles a little bit. But if I absolutely had to pick, I think it would be this one because the first one, I think it made me like not cry, just like tear up a little bit. Maybe like I think maybe 2 times, and it was like when they were playing the music, the main theme of like like they play at the end of the movie, and I think maybe at the beginning, I don't know. Excuse me. But I think this movie made me tear up like 3 to 4 times. But like sometimes, like it made me tear at least 2 times. But the other 2 times, I was just like, I don't know, my eyes were just irritated, you know.
Yeah.
So, but it definitely made me like tear up at least 2 times, I would say. So pretty much the same as the first movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, this movie just. I'm honestly gonna see this movie again when it's in regular theater. Like right now, we fucking saw it in AVX, which was fine. I'm gonna see it in regular theaters. I'm definitely gonna see this fucking again. One, just maybe to get a better experience, and just to see it again, and just like, look at all this different stuff I missed, you know? Like, this movie looked amazing, oh my god, especially in AVX. It was a good choice, I guess, in AVX, cause, it looks, better visuals, and I guess, cause of the quality. Hiccup has like an actual peg leg. In the first one, he had like a half, like I don't know, like kind of like a Captain Hook kind of thing, where it was like straight and then it curved. That's his, but like reverse that, so it was kind of like that.
Yeah.
But this one is just a peg leg. It's like that's cool, and just like him like pimping out his dragon with like his own suit and all that shit. So that was awesome, and his like helmet. And something happens in the movie, and it was near the end, and I can't believe they stuck with it, and it was so good. Like that was cool, and just like in the first one where they fucking took like Hiccup's foot, I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. And that, honestly, this is the best DreamWorks movie. Like I literally went through after the movie, like what other DreamWorks movies are there? It's like there's Kung Fu Panda, that's pretty good. There's Shrek 2, which is probably really good. There's other ones that I can't really like remember too much, but like those are probably one of like the top 5. This is the best one in my opinion. Like what other ones are there that's DreamWorks? Like this movie is fucking amazing. Next time I go downtown, I'm going to get the first movie on Blu-ray because I just need to see it. I just need to see it in some capacity. Like, oh, thanks for that. Sorry, just okay. Hello? Oh, sorry, just a pop-up thing popped up on it. Thanks for that. So yeah, just I love the movie. It was good. The ending was great, just like they always do in like every like this episode, season 1 of Riders of Berk pretty much ended the same way. It's like this is Berk, we have dragons. That's just I like that ending. And the theme, the main theme of How to Train Your Dragon, they updated it. They added music. It was fucking amazing. I really want to have that on my iPod now. I think I might download it and just get it because that song was really good and it makes me feel awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I was at the end of the movie. It's like, okay, that's the theme, and only until after the movie where I re-listened to it, I was like, wow, this is really amazing. Like during the movie, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool, but just like it really sunk in after. And I don't like how they didn't really touch on their school for training dragons. Like, I don't know if they showed it in the movie. It would be cool if they did, like their arena where they keep the dragons in the first movie. But yeah, they don't touch on that. But they don't really have to because the only dragons that they really kept in that arena were their own dragons. But then again, only if they had to, because they're like pets. They just had them in their house. And in this movie, they had like a giant like cocoon of like fucking dragon nests. So that was cool. And I love, and in the song, that's the main How to Train Your Dragon theme, they updated it. It's like Where We Go. And I love this movie where it's that song, and you know that one scene where Hiccup's riding Toothless and he's like, and he's on the map and he's like, you know, like sections of the map and he has like pockets and shit in his suit. That felt like Minecraft because in Minecraft you can make a map and then you can make, let's say, there's like I think there's like 4 stages of a map where like the fourth one is like when it's super large. Like the third one is like it's not too big. So let's say you do the third one where it's not too big. You go outside the borders of the map. So you go to the very edge of the map and then you make another map. And then you can make like, let's say the center map, there's like north, south, east, and west. And then you can make another map. Let's say, west, you go up west.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can make like a ginormous map. Like I absolutely, and that was literally like in the movie where he has like a main map where it's like I guess Burke is, and then like just different sections like where he's exploring. Imagine they did that in Game of Thrones, where it's not Westeros and they go out and like just along narrow seas and just like go to different islands and see maybe there's other dragons out there that are just like, you know,
Yeah.
it's not they're not the only 3 dragons in the show. There could be more. Like like in this movie, you know, they only like and they have a book of dragons where there was this guy that had like terrible luck finding dragons and like he wrote them down what they could do. In this movie, they like he literally scratched like one scratch of the iceberg of dragons, locations, and types of dragons. Like there are so many different dragons, and it kind of sucks we don't really get to see what they do. Like in the first one, like a terrible nana or some shit has like gas, and like one head has like a sparks it. Type boomerang is like a new dragon. It's actually in the show. Uh, a terrible terror is like a little dragon, I think. The one that the guy was riding is like the red one. That one can like basically flame up like the Human Torch. The fat kid, he had like a boulder class where he, like that one ate boulders and like fired molten boulders at you and like had like a mace for a tail. Like these dragons, you don't really see that. Like one had like 4 wings, that was cool. One looked kind of like a beetle or something. It looked like a Pokemon that I remember. It looked like an insect or something. The dad had that one, and they didn't really show what these dragons could do. Like only that one huge dragon, they showed what that one can do, and they didn't show what the other ones could do. Like they could just breathe fire, you know. Like even certain like Toothless like does plasma blasts. Astrid's dragon does like a kind of like a firework kind of fire where it's like really spread out and like thin. It's not like a fire like pure flames. The red guy's dragon, he can do that. He's like a normal dragon pretty much how he can breathe fire. So yeah, like and that's just cool. Like I wonder if they'll add the fucking to the book. So yeah, I cannot wait. I think I might go this, like, I'm super excited to go, to downtown just to get that fucking movie. Like, there's an HMV, there's a Future Shop, there's a Best Buy. I have to find one of those locations. And even if I don't, which I probably will, but anyway. So yeah, just, it's a fucking amazing movie, like, overall. And, sorry, let me just go back to my list. I do have something leading into that, and this got me excited. And then I looked at the Here We Go where like add lyrics to the original How to Train Your Dragon, and then there was this one comment where the YouTuber on that channel, his channel, wrote in the comments and he said something really terrifying, and I'm just like, okay, this better not be real, and if it is, maybe it's a good thing because this would make me fucking cry for sure. I'll get to that in a second. Let's see. Okay, so on IMDb, 2016, it says How to Train Your Dragon 3.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, that's awesome. So maybe next year we'll get like a teaser trailer and a trailer or something. The director's in it and Hiccup's in it, but it's like, and then no one else is in it because you know it's like super early, you know, development or some shit. I don't know if that will happen. I hope it does. And it's like, if they do a third one, they really, like 22 Jump Street, they have to go beyond, like, they have to really do it differently, like really, like, I wonder what they're gonna do. Well, I don't know. Like, I really wonder what they could do. Like, they, you know,
In every trilogy, it always goes back to the beginning somehow. So they're probably gonna
no,
do
not
something from
really.
the past.
No, not really. Like, Matrix, no. Shrek, Shrek kind of. The third, not really, what kind of. What's it called? What's it called? Fuck. Not really, no. They don't do that at all. Every sequel that I'm thinking of, they don't really do that. Like, you know,
I'm not talking about sequels, I'm talking about trilogies.
they don't do, like, Back to the Future 3 didn't do that.
Well, they kind of did that. They went back in time.
They have to. Like,
I know.
they only did that in the second one because because they had to, and then they had to go back into the past to fix that shit that happened, so that's like 1/4 of the movie, so that's not even like a point you could do,
Point taken there, but still.
What other movie can you think of?
Friday the 13th 3.
I didn't see it, but it's a fucking slasher movie. It's literally all the same, so I don't even consider that a point. Like, fuck it, it's a slasher movie. Like, it's gonna always do the same thing. Always. Because that's what it is.
Point.
Like, a movie that has substance is kind of difficult. Like Matrix, that has substance. Like, it just continued what the second one was. It's the war against the machines, and like they just had to end it. So like, it's just a continuation to the second one. Dark Knight. That's like a new enemy. With Bane and all that shit. So didn't really do much with the second one or even the first one. Well, the first one kind of,
Because it's the guy's daughter.
that, and I don't know, I think they were like flashbacks. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's like one movie iffy. But anyway, like you can't really do that. So I just wonder what they're gonna do. And in the YouTuber that put that music out, he said that there's a petition where they have to. There's like people. They might kill off Toothless in Trainer Dragon 3, and there's a petition where what?
They're going to kill off Toothless?
I don't know. That this guy might be just fucking with us. Like, I have no idea. Like, I'm gonna look this up and try to see, but I have no idea. I'm just going off from this guy from the internet, and we all know the internet. There's a lot of rumors and liars and idiots out there. That's one speculation, and like, I don't think they'll do that. Like, maybe he'll think he's dead, but then like he won't be. Like, that one scene in the movie where you think he's gonna die, it's like he's not gonna die. But it was pretty sad. It's like, oh my god, this is pretty intense. In the ice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't think that's gonna happen. Fuck. What the fuck did I just do? Okay, sorry, I just fucked up my list a little bit. Alright, so yeah, there's a petition. It's like, I don't know how many, like, I'll go back to it and I'll see how many things he has now. People he like signed up, but it's like I hope no one signs up because like this is fake, but like I said, I don't know if this is real. Like I don't even know if there's like an early script or plot or anything like that, so who knows? But yeah, just I guess that's it for me. What do you think of the movie? Did you like any specific things or characters? Oh, sorry. Damn it, I'm sorry. Real quick, the guy with the 3 lines in his chin?
Yeah.
That's Jon Snow.
Yeah, I thought he sounded familiar.
I didn't find it at all. I was like, okay, new character. I didn't only until the fact after. It's like, oh fuck, that was Jon Snow. Cool.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I always he sounded so familiar.
I didn't hear it, so I was just like listening and not really listening.
It was like on the tip of my tongue where I heard it, and now I get it.
Mm-hmm. So when I go see the movie, when I go see the movie again, I'm gonna really like listen, and I'll probably like, I'm Jon Snow. Oh my god, we have to put water in the tunnel so it can ice up. I don't know. That one where the previous episode when he says to the council to plug up the wall. So yeah, your thing on the movie, everything.
Honestly, I thought it was really good. Like, the only thing I would definitely say is it is a really heartfelt moments. Like towards the end.
Yeah.
It was, I nearly cried.
Yeah.
Like, it was sad, but really good the way they delivered it.
Yeah, and I can't believe they stuck with it, which is great. Like, are they gonna stick with this? Are they gonna stick with this? Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, just, I can't believe how that arc ended. It's like, oh man, I've been with that guy for so long. It's just like, that's how that person ends. It's like, fuck. But hey, he had at least the boat. Like, they kinda had it, that's how they do it. The way they do it. So, like, that was fucking cool as shit. It's just like in Game of Thrones.
Going to Valhalla.
Yeah. So yeah, just going back to what you were saying. What were you saying about the movie?
Honestly, I loved it through and through. Really great movie, great show.
Yeah, I mean, you
I've started seeing season 1.
Really?
Actually,
Yeah, really. Like the end of the second season, like there's this one particular dragon. The design of it is fucking crazy and scary and fucking awesome, and it's really cool. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's cool. Like, it's really fucking cool. But yeah, I forget what happens. Oh, yeah, the first season is like they always go to Outcast Island. That's when the bad guy, Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
It's like they always go back to that island. It's like, oh, where are we? It's like, oh my god, we're in Outcast Island. It's like, all right. I like how in that they have their own arena where it's just like in Burke they have their arena where like the chains is like over the hole in the ground.
Yeah.
And Outcast Island they have their own version, but it's like wood or something. It's really cool. And the way that it's like that. So yeah, keep watching it. It's fucking good. Like yeah. So going back to the movie.
Honestly, I give it a 8 out of 10. Really good.
Where were the two things you didn't like? You can think of that.
Honestly, I kind of found the plot a little bit too generic. Just my opinion.
Yes, it's stupid. Like, why does this guy want to take over the world with dragons, but also he hates dragons? But like,
yeah, it's kind of just really. Like, it would make sense if he was like trapping them and just going to like get them all together to kill them. It would make sense.
It's really difficult. You're gonna have to have a big cage to put them in.
Well, I guess that wouldn't make that much sense. Like, it just left too many questions.
Not that many. It just like it kind of doesn't make sense where he uses dragons, but I don't know. He trains them, so why not? They're a good tool to use if you can train them well.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. The only thing I hated about this movie is the ending. No, not the ending of the movie. No, just like it ended. I hate that. Like, I don't want that fucking to end.
Yeah.
I give it a 9. And if it didn't end, like, it's impossible. So technically I would give it a 10 out of 10. Like, it was just fucking great. I would give the first one a 9 out of 10 because the first one was good. So, anything else you want to talk about the movie? Like, just characters or visuals or dragons or whatever?
I'd say they got a pretty good villain.
Yeah.
Like, really good voice actor.
The villain, the trailer, the first trailer of Guardians of the Galaxy, and he's like stealing something, and he says, "Who are you?" The black guy, and he says, "Star-Lord," and he says, "Who?" That black guy? He's the voice of the villain.
I thought he sounded familiar.
Yeah, he's in that, and he's gonna be in the Guardians too, obviously. So yeah, that was cool. I was like, oh, he's in it. I was like, oh, cool.
Let's actually talk about Guardians of the Galaxy. What are your thoughts on that?
It's gonna be a good movie. Like, Amy Pond is like one of the main villains. She's that blue chick, and she shaved her head completely for the role, which is cool.
That's dedication right there.
Yeah, even if it's like, I hate how like, it's cool that they do it, but like, the one case where it was a terrible fucking movie, but at least he did it was, the Hitman guy.
Yeah.
He shaved his head for the role. I was like, that's pretty cool, but that movie was absolute shit. But it was still cool that that's his head. It's no bald cap or anything.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Just like, I like how they do that, and I wonder what's gonna be at the end of the movie. Like, that's really like it's gonna be Age of Ultron shit. So
Right.
I wonder if it'll be like, I'm like, is fucking Robert Downey Jr. even coming back? Because his contract is up. And it's like, I'm one, like, just make him sign another one. Like, he is Tony Stark. Like, I don't, like, he's been in, like, what? 4 movies right now?
As Iron Man.
Yeah, and it's like, what, they just fucking recast somebody? It's like, really?
If they do that, dear God.
Yeah.
Dear God, I will riot.
Like, understandable, like, War Machine, like, okay, it's a small role, you know, the guy wanted more money. What's wrong with you? Who gives a shit? You know, you're gonna still get a lot of money. You know, he wanted more money. You're an idiot. You know, and then Don Cheadle, he's fucking way better because he was Captain Planet in the Funny or Die.
Yeah.
It was so fucking funny. I love him for that. So he's War Machine and he does a pretty good job. Like, you know, fucking Robert Downey Jr. isn't in Age of Ultron or whatever. I'm gonna be so pissed. Like, yeah, just, you know, but yeah, just whatever. Let's save that for the ending. We'll go back to that. So just going back to Trainer Dragon 2. Like, anything else?
Not that I can think of. You.
Just I like how every dragon has like a sweet spot. One of the characters said, and like she poked Toothless in like the neck, and like he can like do those like flap things with his scales or his like spines, like so he can like. And in the show, they actually like, you know, there's just one episode where they have like a festival, and like now since they have dragons, now they're gonna have like dragon games, and like Hiccup makes like better. And then like other episodes, like he always makes better harnesses and like other shit so he could like turn tight corners. Like, oh, you could be faster now. That'd be so cool if you can like if you knew that in the show where like he does the spike thing, like he would be even way faster.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why like that type of dragon, Night Fury is like the fastest and like the speed level. Because in the movie, like they say like, yeah, like speed unknown, height unknown, like everything's unknown about that, but like, yeah, the speed just, he keeps getting faster and faster now. Yep, because he has the harness now and like all the gears and shit to make him faster, and the scale thing. So that was cool. And I wonder if the giant dragon had like a sweet spot. Like I wonder if he'll have one.
Might.
Yeah, because like, you know, he's like every dragon has a sweet spot, and just like I like how. And I didn't know this. He does have a scar on his chin in the first movie. It's like, I didn't know that. So next time you watch an episode, try to see the scar. It's gonna be there, but just like, you know, see if you're like, oh, there it is. You know, it's like, in Indiana Jones where he has the scar, and same with in Blade Runner, he has the scar. Cause in, Last Crusade, the way he got the scar in the Indiana Jones movie, he whipped it with the tiger and he got the scar, but just, you know, he always had it. And it was cool. It's like they explained it. So in this movie, they explained it. It's like, I didn't even notice the damn thing. It's like, oh, there it is. Okay.
Well, speaking of Indiana Jones, have you seen the, prequel series?
You mean,
There's this,
Young Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
I've actually seen a couple. It's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of them are just incredibly retarded.
Mm-hmm.
But a couple of them are pretty good.
I would want to probably see them, but I don't know when. But yeah, it's definitely something to see because, you know, Indiana Jones is cool. And it's in the same universe. But yeah, just like, I like how the one character where like she really knows how to train a dragon, she can literally like befriend a dragon within like a few seconds, and Hiccup can only do it with like, it's harder to do. But it runs in the family, at least with him. And there's this one scene where like he's a baby and like they're getting attacked by dragons, and like one dragon's not killing Hiccup. It's like, okay, a dragon is not stupid, it's a baby, so he's not gonna kill the baby. It's like a Predator in Predator 2 where he chokes the Spanish chick, he looks into the stomach, there's a baby, he's like, I'm not gonna kill you because you have a baby inside you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's just instinct, like, I'm not gonna kill you, you have life growing inside you, or whatever. So it's like, he can't kill the damn thing, because like, this thing's not fucking, it's small, dragons have babies, so they can't do shit when they're born. So it's like, you're defenseless, I'm not gonna kill you, you know? If something's attacking you, then obviously you're gonna defend yourself. This thing is not attacking you. So, you know, it's like, you weren't, like, I thought is because, oh, you're so good with dragons, even when you're a baby, you could train dragons. Like, no, you're just a baby. Like, that's why. It's not attacking you. So that's the main reason. So, like, that was cool. The Scar, backstory. And there's this one, and just like in the what's it called, the TV show and in the second movie where the one character says, "Oh, that character got killed," but they didn't actually get killed. In the TV show, Astrid, I think her dad or her uncle or something like that, I forget. When she was like a kid, she always wanted to like fight dragons and shit. And there was this one particular dragon where it did something and it makes you like froze, like you're just like staring at it, and then supposedly it kills you. And then like her this whole time in that episode, they say, "Oh yeah, your fucking uncle, he's a chicken, he like stared at dragon in the face and just got killed," and that wasn't the truth. And that was kind of cool where they do the same thing where they kind of had to lie. Have you got to that episode at all? With
No,
I think that might be in the second season.
probably.
And I like how they do different dragons. It's like legendaries almost. Like this dragon in that particular episode is almost like a legendary kind of dragon where it's like Pokemon. So that's like a new type of dragon. They do a Typhoomerang. Have you seen Typhoomerang at all? Okay. Well, there's one called a Typhoomerang where it's like it spins in like a circle and then it leaves this giant mark, and it's like a big fucking dragon. Like the wings are huge. You'll see it in the second season, but you'll see the mother in the first season. But in the second season, there's another dragon that comes back, and he's like even bigger. So that's really cool. I think that's that and the main villain, the main dragon villain in the second season. You'll see. So there's kind of like three different types of dragons, which is cool. They had to, they had to make new dragons, which is cool. It sucks they didn't have him in the sequel, but why would they have him in the sequel when they had like a million other dragons? So I guess we'll get to the our experience now. So like always, or mostly always, well, it's a fucking kids movie. So what do you expect in a kids movie when there's kids there, and what do you expect from kids? Them not listening to their parents and being fucking kids.
And yelling and screaming
and saying the shit that's on,
shit.
saying stuff on the movie like,
Or commented.
yeah, it's like one kid like beside us said, "I got it," or in the movie, and then she just said, "I got it." Like, I can't.
Fucking Sally
like-
soundtracks.
Yeah, like, I want a kid. Oh my god.
Like, if my kid talked in the movie, I would beat him. Not literally, but figuratively. I would just,
figuratively.
I would just say, okay, you wanna talk?
Yeah.
You don't get a birthday this year.
Oh, alright. Well, kind of, little bit of, bad parenting, but okay. That's one way to do it.
I just can't deal with people talking during when I'm watching shit. Every
mhm.
time when I watch Game of Thrones, my mother always talks about it and said, are they going to kill that guy? Are they going to kill that guy? Are you going to kill that guy? What the fuck?
Yeah. But yeah, we had that one little fucking girl. She wasn't too bad. A lot of instances where she did say shit, but maybe like 80% of the movie, no, like maybe, would you say 85 or 90% of the movie she didn't say anything?
I'd say at least like 90. Maybe 80.
No, I don't think she would have talked way more. I think 90% she didn't talk. Let's say 90 she didn't do. And then there's this one fat ass kid, and he had a fucking little dumbass kid, and he literally did commentary through the movie. And I honestly don't know why we didn't move, but we should have moved.
We should have.
Like, it's AVX, yes, but we're watching the movie like halfway through. Nobody's gonna come in halfway through, Like, there are so many seats that are empty, so who gives a shit? So this kid did so many stupid things. Like, I fucking saw him have a straw in his mouth, and he was like doing like this, like a fucking chicken, like with his arms out, like a fucking dinosaur. And then he was like, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Like, he was just being a fucking idiot. And then when we were done the movie, whenever we ever go to Tim Hortons, you always fiddle with your cup and you like destroy it basically. He literally like destroyed like where you sip out of the giant enormous cup of the Cineplex cups. It's like, wow, like this kid, like he really needs to sit on your hands just to not destroy anything. You know what I mean? Where he destroyed the cup and you just like crumple it up and everything. You don't tear it like the whole thing.
Yeah, I only crumple it up when I'm done with it.
Yeah, like he literally like destroyed the entire cup, like almost like a quarter of it, which is just like wow, that's fucking terrible. And you know, I could have totally went over there and says, hey, kid, shut up, you know. And if that kid wanted to fight me, I think I could take him. I think you
Oh,
could.
definitely.
Like,
Like, he's a fat tub of lard. Like, of course you can take him.
yeah, I know.
Unless he sits on you. Then fuck.
Well, then you would come in, and then you would sit on him because you're bigger, and you're.
Yeah, but I'd be sitting on you as well.
No, you would push him off of me, and then you would sit on him.
Are you calling me fat?
No, I'm just saying you're bigger than him. You have a bigger mass. Like you're taller, so that means you have like bigger weights. If you're taller, you know, like I don't know, you're muscular. You're more muscular than him, that's for sure. You could probably lift way fucking more. So there's that.
Yeah.
You know, you're goddamn what, 19-year-old?
19.
Okay, yeah, like
Soon to be 20.
yeah, like I don't even know how much that old kid was. He was probably like I don't know, like 14 or 13, but the little kid he was like at least 10, 9, or 11, I would assume.
Yeah.
But yeah, like always in a fucking kids movie, you know, fucking you can't get out of it. Like you're always gonna have that one annoying little prick, and I can't believe that, but whatever. So yeah, just an overall like it's actually awesome. We talked about everything I wanted to talk about at the time.
Oh, yeah.
So we didn't even need your list. You don't have anything at all.
No.
Not even going in your head. Nothing.
Nothing going in my head other than what I talked about earlier with the, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah, so this movie was just amazing. It was good. Overall, it was awesome. I liked it. Experience was shit, obviously, because it's a fucking kids movie. Honestly, this movie is my movie of the year.
Really?
Yeah, like, I looked at all the other movies that came out. The Raid 2 is number 2. X-Men is probably number 3. And I didn't even see the Raid 2 on this list. I was like, wow, they missed the Raid 2. I think I didn't even see Godzilla on the list, but yeah, there's like, oh, and there's more movies coming out. There's like Dumb and Dumber 2, I think, Hunger Games, but I don't care about Hunger Games. I'll go see it, but I don't care for the movie. It's not that good. I don't know what other movies there are, like, overall. But yeah, do you have a movie of the year at all? That you've seen, like, right now? Or you would want to see that you haven't seen, like?
It's kind of difficult. So many good ones coming out.
I don't know if you saw the Raid 2, like, is it that?
Raid 2 was alright.
Alright, I don't think it was alright. So, better choose your words more carefully.
What is this? What?
How did you say?
You're whispering and it's creeping me out, dude.
You said it's Cooper McCorn, wasn't it?
What?
You said it's Cooper McCorn, wasn't it?
Children of the Corn.
Oh,
what
okay.
The fuck?
Oh, I thought you said Cooper McCorn. I was like, what the fuck is Cooper McCorn? I don't even know what Children of the Corn is. Is that the Wicker Man?
No, it's the disturbing one where the kids basically killed all the adults simply because another kid said to.
Oh. Do they eat corn?
No, they're in a cornfield and worship God.
Well, who doesn't? Do they, so, are they in the cornfield the whole time?
Pretty much, and they kill people in the cornfield.
Their blood that gets into the corn.
Why are you asking me these
weird
questions?
No, corn is amazing. Just like, Cosmos. No. Cosmo? Who's the green guy in Fairly Odd Parents? I forget.
Cosmo.
Really? Fuck, yeah. He loves corn. In one episode he says, corn doesn't hurt you, corn is good. And so I guess corn's good, I don't know. Yeah, that's about it for the podcast, pretty much. This kid didn't have anything to talk about. I can't believe it. Oh, wait. No, I didn't have anything new to eat. I thought I had something new for the Subway, but no. So yeah, just overall, the main thing we talked about, just, you know, the How to Train a Dragon movie, was just good. I can't wait. I'm gonna see that fucking thing again when it's in regular theaters, for sure, cause I can't wait. I'm just checking my list, just to see if there's anything. Oh yeah, I can't believe I didn't talk about this. One last thing. So I have the trilogy of Mad Max movies, and the first movie it wasn't good. It was alright. It's just like, just getting like the wheels going. The second movie was so much better. Holy crap, it was so good. Like, fuck. It was great. And there's this one character that had like a gay boyfriend or some shit. He was always on his bike. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know you.
Yeah, and then he got killed. It was like, oh no, my gay lover. It's like, that was really weird. They didn't really go anywhere with that. It's just like, yeah, he's always there. He's like always with him. I don't know if they're gay or if it's his slave or what, but okay. And the main villain is like literally Jason. He has a hockey mask and he has like no hair. And I love how he had like a really cool revolver with like a scope, and he had like a really cool case. Like, oh, I wonder where he got that.
Yep.
And he always, I bet he uses it only when he like absolutely has to. And yeah, it's fucking great. It's a good ending. Can't wait to see the third one. And this movie seriously made me want to play New Vegas again, and I actually started up a new save file. I'm just gonna play it again. Just New Vegas is fun. Like, you start up the game with barely nothing, and then you save the town, and then the powder gangers come if you do it right, and then you can steal their shit and then sell it, and then you go. There's like a small powder gang outside of town, kill them, and then you go to you go to Prim, and then you can do missions there. You can go to like a good like a powder gang prison. You have to like liberate the prison. You have to like get a certain character out of there. Then you have to go to like an outpost. You have to do stuff there to get somebody or something to get like backup or some shit. And just you have like a single you have a single shotgun that shoots a single shotgun. Then you get a caravan shotgun, I think, where it shoots two. And in the movie, he has a sawed-off shotgun, which you can't have one, which is awesome. But right now, I just got a single, and just like, especially New Vegas is the best Fallout game because it has the realistic survival where you have to eat, sleep, and drink water. Ammo has weight to it. Uh, Eating like takes a while. And everything is just like, oh, I just love fucking New Vegas. I don't think I'm ever gonna sell it. So just like, as soon as I'm done the movie, it's like, okay, I gotta play New Vegas. And it kind of felt, a little bit, but like, I think if I played the game a little bit more, it's like, okay, now I'm in like the Mad Max stuff. And, I can't, like, when are they fucking gonna make that Mad Max game? They showed the trailer, and I think maybe there's some gameplay out there from like last E3. Like, when are they gonna fucking make the Mad Max game? Like, God, they need to do that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Last thing I wanted to talk about, just fucking awesome movie. Can't wait to watch the third one. Um, so that's about it. I think soon I'm gonna see Edge of Tomorrow, but I'm only gonna see Edge of Tomorrow when it's in regular theaters, and I think I'll just see that by myself. Because everybody says it's a great movie. It's like Groundhog Day meets like Star Wars meets like some other movie. It's like, ooh, I've never seen Groundhog Day, and I suppose that's a really good Bill Murray movie, and like I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, Bill Murray does a great job in them.
Oh yeah, obviously, because he's Bill fucking Murray.
Point taken. Like, if you say Bill Murray is not like the greatest comedic actor, you are definitely
good like people. I can't really think of ones off the top of my head right now, but I bet there's good ones like could compare or even surpass. But like I said, I don't know who else. I can't think on the spot too well. But yeah, that's about it. Bionic Rant podcast. That's about it. All the stuff we wanted to talk about. Train to Vega 2 was a good movie. Thanks for listening or watching. If you listen this far, please like a video if you want. Comment, leave questions if you want. Ask us any question. Like if you've seen this movie or any generic question like would you fuck this character, whatever. Whatever comes to the top of your head. Give us feedback if you want. You could subscribe if you want to keep in the loop of like the podcast we put out, or the episodes. Other content I have, like videos and sketches and all that. Follow me on Twitter if you want. I'll leave it in the description. It's at Bionic Lantern on Twitter, no spaces. I'll leave that in the description, so don't worry. And yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, thanks for listening, and see you next time. You?
See it, people?
Yep.
And subscribe, or I'll find you and kill you.
Now we can't end it because that's not gonna happen.
I'm joking. Chill.
Well, say that because you can't just say.
Joking. But please subscribe.
Yeah, or if you don't, I'll kill him. That I will promise.
Oh, you really want to.
Yes, I do. And see you next time. Bye.